100 most expected questions in MAH CET, and today we're going to talk about the abstract reasoning. You don't need too much of pen and paper here, there's hardly any calculation in these kind of questions, but yes, these do come to you in the exam quite a bit. Let's take a look at the first question. It's a question based on dice. Please go through it. I'll give you 60 seconds to come up with an answer. Let us see how many of you can actually come up with the correct answer here. 60 seconds is your time. Your time starts now. Hello, Mr. Khan. Chetan, very good afternoon. Darshan, good afternoon and hello. Pranav, the difficulty levels are easy to moderate. Remember, MAH CET does not ask you difficult abstract reasoning questions. Usually abstract reasoning are easy to moderate only. So that is the level we are keeping it here. There is no point training you for a higher difficulty level. Okay? So your time has started, guys. So please give me an answer. Let's see how many of you can come up with the correct answer here. Komal, Yash, both of you are saying option is B. Okay, that's 1 minute completed. Let's go ahead and take the correct answer. The correct answer is E, not B. It is E. Let us see why this is E. Okay, so let me draw this figure. I'll draw it over here. Okay, so I have this cube. Now I will take this as the base. What do you mean by base? The base is I'm going to reproduce what is given in the first diagram. So this is C, this is ampersand, and this is dollar. Now I'll go to the first figure. Now I have A and A common. That is at the ampersand, not ampersand, at the rate common. If at the rate is common, then it means the other two are sides of ampersand, of at the rate. So this is the at the rate symbol here. There are totally 4 sides which are adjacent to the at the rate symbol. 2 of them are already occupied. One has got a C and one has got a dollar mark. The other 2 sides are supposed to be this star and this F. But in what order? The order is very, very important. Remember, this order is, if you look at it in the counterclockwise direction, if I change the color, you'll be able to follow this better. If I change this into a counterclockwise direction like this, so at the rate is here, the left of at the rate is going to be a star and the left of star is going to be your F. So if I'm going to mark my sides, I'm going to follow the same principle of counterclockwise. So my at the rate is over here, this is my at the rate, then to the left, so this is my left and this is the other left. So this is going to be my star, and this is going to be my F and 2 bars. Okay, then I have only one more symbol left. What is the last symbol left? That is my mu. So this side back will be my mu. Now the question is, what is the face opposite to mu? And clearly you can see on the back side you have mu, which is on the front side it is at the rate, and that is option E. Many of you would have made the mistake of writing this order. Guys, if it is counterclockwise, keep it counterclockwise. You're starting with at the rate, counterclockwise. First phase is here, continuing the second phase is here. That is how you're supposed to go. Clear? I hope this concept is clear. How do you arrange these faces in a cube when there are only 3 sides shown? Counterclockwise or clockwise, whichever direction. Make sure that the order does not change. You catch hold of one, call it as a base figure. Then you look at the common one. At the rate is common. So start from at the rate, and now at the rate here in this figure it is counterclockwise. So here also look at counterclockwise. So that's the basic way in which you can get your answers, right? So guys, if you have liked this session and you want us to come up with more sessions like this, please give me a like on this particular video, because your likes will tell us whether you're liking these sessions or not, right? So before I go on to the next question, I want quick likes from you. I want to wait for 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 2, and 1. Let's move on to the next question. Right, find the odd one out. This is a very, very simple question. It's going to take you not more than 30 seconds. Let's see how many of you can get the correct answer. 30 seconds. Give me the value for this. It's a very, very simple question. Akash, I believe the exam can be anywhere in the last week of March to the first 10 to 15 days of April. So it could be, it's not delayed. I will not say it is delayed. They said tentative date. So I'm expecting anywhere between 18, 19, I don't expect it to happen. If it is happening, then I'll be very, very surprised because they're sticking to the timeline. But I'm expecting it will be the weekend after 18 and 19. So it could be somewhere around 25, 26 or in the month of April. Alright, so what is the correct answer? Many answers, E, C, E, C, E, C. Again, I am getting a lot of E's and C's. The correct answer is C. The logic is very simple. It has something which is not present earlier. So you have, I will change the color here. You have this exclamation. Everywhere you have, what are the common numbers? Ampersand, then you have hash, then you have percentage, you have power, and you have a star. Everywhere it is the same except in the figure C. In the figure C, you have an exclamation mark which does not exist anywhere else. That is a simple reason why the answer is option C, nothing else. Very simple. That's why I said it's a very, very simple question. But again, as you can see, many of you made an error in a simple question like this. Okay. Next, very, very interesting question. There are obviously mistakes that you can do. Read the question carefully and come up with the answers. Let's see how many of you get the correct answer to this. By the way, guys, if you're giving me answer, please give me 3 and then the answer. Because there are so many options coming up. I don't know whether you're giving me the answer for the previous question or this question. So please give me the answer with the question number. The question numbers are visible here. Okay, I'll give you 60 seconds. Time has started. Any answers? Anyone? 30 seconds up. Last 10 seconds. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look at the question. So we are supposed to count the number of triangles. So let's count the straightforward simple triangles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Single triangles are 5. Then this is triangle number 6, correct? Then I have triangle number 7, 6, 7. Then what else do I have? Is there any other triangle that I'm missing? Yes, I have one more triangle. I'll change the color, you'll follow this. This triangle here. Triangle number 8. Now, 8 is the correct answer, but many of you went ahead and gave me 10. Let us see why 10 is wrong. Now, those of you who counted 10, by the way guys, this is 8. 8 is the answer. But you got 2 extra. Where did those 2 come and why are they wrong? And I'll explain that. Many of you would have counted this as a triangle. This you would have counted. So if I just take this out, this entirety you would have counted as a triangle. Similarly, you would have counted this also as a full triangle. Very good thinking. Nothing wrong in thinking like that. Problem is, look at the question correctly. G does not lie on the line segment AF. G, so this is not a straight line. This is not a straight line. If it is not a straight line, it is not a triangle because A to G and G to F, it is not straight. That is what they are saying. Which means already you got 2 sides. So this cannot be a triangle because then you are going to have a figure like this, which is a 4-sided figure. Now, you might question, sir, but the figure looks to be a triangle. Guys, don't go by the looks in a figure. The words which are written are the most important. This question was deliberately created keeping in mind that this angle is off. This angle is off by 1 degree. 1 degree. See, if it is a straight line, it is supposed to be 180 degrees, correct? Supposed to be 180 degrees straight line. What we did when we created the figure is we just changed this angle by 181. 1 degree we changed. So for your eyes, perception, it will look like a straight line. But in reality, it is not a straight line. So it is a trap. So don't go by the figure. Read the question carefully. That's the lesson to be learned. Clear? Right? Let's move on. So the correct answer is option D. Value is 8. Next. Simple question. Mirror image. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. 60 seconds for you. Let's see how many of you get the answer. Please mention the question number and then give the value. Okay, your time started. Alright, last 15 seconds. This is an easy one, not difficult at all. Water images and mirror images are two concepts. This is a mirror image. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. Alright, so time is up. The correct answer is option A. Very, very simple. So if you're looking at a mirror image, this is how it will look. So first, by that itself, this is ruled out because this and this are supposed to be first. So what happens in a mirror image? The most nearest one will be the nearest one. So B is wrong because you are getting the wheel to be the nearest one, which is not correct. So because remember, if you place it here, that is not an image because your mirror image will show this part first, then this part later. Right? So that's the reason why you will rule out this. Now in these two, what is the difference? This part and this part are exactly the same. There's no difference, which means both of them are correct. But it's the circles that you need to see. If you look at the circles, this part here will become like this. This shaded part will be like this, which is happening in your A, not happening in your C. Because this shaded part is actually blank. It's supposed to be shaded there. So the correct answer is option A. Simple mirror image, right? Let's move on to the next question. Logic based question here. Take a look at how it's an analogical reasoning, right? So take a look at how are these two related and then say if this should be related to which one. So that's the question. Your 60 seconds starts now. Question number 5. Okay, last 5 seconds. Right, so time is up. Let's take a look at what is the first way in which these two are connected. So if you notice, this is coming down one step lower, right? Then everything else is opposite. This has become opposite, this has become opposite, this has changed, and this value has gone up. So the first two got interchanged. Okay, that's one way of looking at it. Or there's another way of looking at it also. What if I say this is being pushed down? If this is pushed down, this is again pushed down, this is further pushed down, and this is going up. That's another way of looking at it. Two ways of looking at it. Both will give you the same answer. Okay. Now, if you look at this way, basically that means these two are supposed to be opposites, which means I'm supposed to get two lines like this, bottom, two left arrows. Let's see two left arrows. This is gone. This is gone. Then probably you have A, D and E. Now, this should also be opposite. All these three are opposite, correct? Which means I should have a right arrow now. From the bottom, if I'm looking at it, bottom two are left arrows. The last third should be a right arrow. Right arrow is possible. In fact, yeah, D is gone. D may be possible. Let's keep it aside. E, all right. E, yes. Okay, this is not a right arrow actually. My bad. May not be a right arrow. Why it may not be a right arrow? Because we have this shifting down. It could be interchanging of first and second, or it could be that second is moved down to the third next. That is also possible. Two possibilities exist. So let's take a look at which one is the actual possibility. But either way, we know that if this is coming up, if this is coming back, then there is no such option, right? So it is not that first and second are interchanging, then second and first are interchanging back again. Because such an option does not exist. While the logic is correct, such an option does not exist. Which means when you look at the figure, while the logic is correct, the answer does not exist. So that way of thinking is left out. That way of thinking is gone. So we have to think of another logic now. What is the other logic I can apply so that I can get an answer? Now today take a look at it. Now because I'm saying that this is not going back, the only thing that can happen is it is coming lower. So then the third one should be my box from the bottom. Third one box from the bottom, A is gone. Because I'm having the second one as the box, it cannot stay like that. Then B is anyway gone. D and E are possible. So both of them are correct, D and E as of now. Then we know the others should become opposite. The others should become opposite. This and this were opposite in nature. So this should become opposite. So I should be having a left arrow at the top. The top should be a left arrow. This is correct. This is a right arrow, which is wrong. So A, B, C, E, all of them are wrong. Therefore, D is correct. A little bit tricky because there are two correct possibilities, but because of the options, one logic is ruled out. The other logic will give you the correct answer. Remember guys, in analogies, there can be multiple ways in which the two figures can be connected. Right? There can be 2 or 3 ways in which they are connected. But you will have to look at among the options, which logic suits. You cannot argue that, sir, there is another logic, but that logic does not exist. You have to pick among the logics that you can think of, which of them is actually happening here. That is how you need to think for this. Clear? So let's move on. Before I move on guys, all those of you who have joined late, please give me a like on this video. I'm going to give you 5 seconds and I'm going to go forward. 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Let's go on to the next question guys. I hope all of you have given me a like, because if you give me more likes, we'll be taking more and more sessions. Else we'll take it as a feedback from you saying that the sessions are not good enough, so we will change the sessions into something else. Right, let's go on to the next answer. This is a mirror image once again. 60 seconds, easy, very simple. Give me the quick answer. Question number 6. Hello Sachin. Alright, so lot of correct answers this time. Very simple, mirror image. So first will be A, then G is supposed to be on the top, M will be here, B will be here, but the mirror images. So A should be on the left side, all of them have A on the left side, and mirror image of A will be A itself. A will not change in mirror. So A will not change, so this is gone. Then what about B? A mirror image of B is going to be like this. The mirror image of B will be in this fashion. So you will have this option D ruled out. Then what is the mirror image of M? M will remain M. Mirror image of M is M itself. It will not change. But this is gone, therefore, because you are having a W in place of M. So we have either B or E. Now what is the mirror image of G? So G is like this. So the mirror image will be like this, which is your value B. That is your correct answer. Simple question, not very difficult at all. Let's move on to the question number 7. Guys, are you ready? Can I have a quick round of yes from you? Are you all ready for the next question? Quickly. All right. Moving on. Question number 7. Here is it. Your 60 seconds starts now. Odd one out. Sorry, this is not odd one out. You have to complete the series. Which one correctly completes the series? This is a very simple question. The answer is A here. Why is it A? Because these two and these two are similar figures. Rectangle, rectangle, and hexagon, triangle and triangle, 2 arrows. Diamond, or basically you can call it as a square, and 2 rectangles. 2 stars and 2 arrows. So basically your left corner, right corner, they are having the same figures. Now this is ruled out because the figures are not same. These two figures are not same. This is ruled out because this is square, this is a rectangle, so it is incorrect. This is ruled out. Why? Because these two are not correct, these two are not correct. They are supposed to be same. Now you can think about B. Now if you're thinking about B, the only problem with B is the arrows are supposed to be facing the same direction, both right or both left. Here if you notice, one is left, one is up. Left and up are not same directions. Therefore this is wrong. Hence the correct answer is A. Why not C? That's what I explained to you. I hope that's clear, Ritesh. Because this is a square, this is a rectangle. You have to observe carefully. It's a square and a rectangle. Clear? Let's move on to the next question. Question number 8. Here's a nice one, analogy based question. I'll give you 60 seconds to think through it. Your time starts now. Twenty seconds left. Alright, time is up. So let's take a look at it. The first one has a triangle and a circle. Now if you notice, these lines are everywhere. So lines are not getting affected, lines are always in the center. So let's not worry about the lines. So this is getting changed to what? This is becoming circle outside and triangle inside. So the figures are getting swapped, that's all. The lines are not changing. So now I'm starting with what? In this case, I'm starting with a pentagon and a triangle. This should change inside out. So I should get a triangle outside and a pentagon inside, which is happening in your B. Triangle outside and a pentagon inside, the shape of the lines are supposed to be plus. Vertical and horizontal, that is not changing. That is why C is ruled out, A is ruled out, D is ruled out. All these are ruled out. Therefore the correct answer is B. Sachin, that's what I was trying to explain. Exam 18-19 को ही होगी क्या? Frankly, today is 9th और अभी तक कोई information नहीं आया. We don't have any information as of now. So I don't expect it to happen. I'll be really surprised if it is happening on 18th, 19th, and I'll be really happy also, which means the Maharashtra CET exam cell is sticking to the timeline. But I don't see that happening. I expect the exam to be delayed by at least 7 days. Okay, that's a good question, Akash. You're saying inner figure is not joined. Yeah, technically, if you go by it, I would say it is E if that is the case. If you observe that very keenly, I would say then in that is the case, technically it's supposed to be E. This is a typo from our side. It's a typo, it's a good observation. Ideally, if it is not touching, I would say it is supposed to be E. But here the question was created, it's supposed to have been touching, it's a typo, small mismatch. I hope that's clear. Okay? Pranav and Akash, I hope that is clear. I hope I have cleared why I've put it as B. But yes, I'll give you marks because you have seen something which I missed, frankly. Right? Question number 9, a very simple one, 30 seconds. 30 seconds time. The time starts now. Right, time is up. Very good, lot of correct answers, couple of wrong answers too. The correct answer is option B. Pentagon, 5 sides, quadrilateral, 4 sides, triangle, 3 sides, so it's a decreasing order. So the next one should have 2 sides, option B. And 2 sides and 1 line, 2 sides and 1 line. So that's your option B. Okay? Good question, simple. Yet it will take a little bit of time, so let me think, let me give you 60 seconds. We'll move on to the next question. Vijay, that's what I'm saying. MAH CET date is not yet known. They have tentatively given 18th or 19th, but we are not sure it's going to be on 18th or 19th. I'm guessing it will be the week after that. Okay guys, so what is the correct answer to this? Find the number of squares in the given figure. Only squares, not rectangles. Pranav, it's not a ray. It looked like a ray once again, but it is not a ray. It's a single line. Okay, lot of options, different options. A, B, C, D, E. I got all answers. Okay, lot of different answers I'm getting. Alright guys, so that's the correct answer. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is easy. 12 are already there. But that's not it. After these 12, we have 13, 14, 15, then 16, 17 and 18. 18 are done. 18 are done. So 1 cross 1, we have 12. 2 cross 2, you have 6. Total is 18. Then we'll check for 3 cross 3 squares. How many are there? 3 cross 3 is this. This one. This is a 3 cross 3. 1 and 2. So this is 2. So total 20. Do you have a 4 cross 4? 0. You don't have 4 cross 4 and higher we don't have. So the correct answer is 20. The correct answer is 20. Is this clear? Okay, please remember, you have to count only the squares, not the rectangles. Rectangles are many. If I ask you rectangles, how do you do this? If I ask you rectangles, what will be the answer? Anyone? If I ask you for rectangles, how will you do this? Anyone? Rectangles? Rectangles. So guys, when you have a question for rectangles, there is a direct formula. It is MC2 into NC2. MC2 into NC2. What is M? M is the number of lines here. N is the number of lines here. Simple. So here 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 lines into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines. So this is 6 into 10, which is 60. So there will be 60 rectangles. Because remember, squares are already counted as rectangles. So you already have 20 squares. You will have 40 extra rectangles. Where are those rectangles? I'll show you. This is a rectangle. This is a rectangle. Then you'll have this also as a rectangle. Like this, if you count all possible rectangles, you will have 40 more. So 20 squares plus 40 more, totally you will be getting 60 rectangles. Clear? So please, if they are asking you to count the number of rectangles, don't use this counting method. You will not get the answer. It's very, very lengthy. The best way is to use that MC2 into NC2, where M are the horizontal lines and N are the vertical lines. Doesn't matter. Interchange also doesn't really matter because it's the same. MC2 into NC2. Basically, horizontal lines C2, vertical lines C2. Lines, not blocks. Lines. So if you have 1, 2, 3, 4 lines here and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines here. That's what you need to take. Clear? Next question. Very simple question. Give me a quick answer to this. I'll give you 30 seconds to this again. Great, lot of correct answers this time. Very, very simple question. As I said, the correct answer is option A. Basically, you're twisting it by 90 degrees. You're twisting it by 90 degrees and you're shifting this from here to here. Okay, so when you shift this by 90 degrees, I'll get something like this. And this is going to become like this, shifting it by 90 degrees. Right? And the black color has to come here on the bigger side. So this is going to be colored. That is going to be your A. Very, very simple question, nothing difficult at all. Next, again, a simple question, 20 seconds. 20 seconds this time. Your time starts now. Straightforward, just look at it, you'll get the answer. What is the value to this? Yes, Mastro, they do ask simple questions mixed with moderate ones. If you notice, not everything is simple. I have given you moderate level questions. There are some traps that you've fallen into and also giving you easy questions. All types of questions come. Difficult questions are less. Difficult questions are less. Mostly it is easy and moderate. Okay? Yes, guys, the correct answer is option B, value C. Option is B, value is C. C is not correct. This is C. Option is B. Value is C. Be very, very careful what you're marking. Many of you are saying C. C is the correct value, not the correct option. This is a classic mistake. Why is it? Because all of them are having a color inside a figure. Whereas here, it is an intersection. This is inside, this is inside, this is intersection. This is the odd one out. Therefore, it is value C. C is there in option number B. Right? Guys, these are all learnings. Learn from your mistakes. Silly mistakes. Learn from them. Okay? Because every mark is difficult to score. And you are making a silly mistake after getting the correct answer. Don't do that. Alright. Yeah, Luffy, the whole idea is you fall for it here so that you are escaping in the exam. That's my purpose. Make you see all the type of traps. And so that such traps, when they come in the exam, you navigate without falling into it. Clear? Okay, last 2-3 questions we have. This is a question, very simple. You are supposed to look at embedded figure. This figure is present in which of these questions or which of these other figures? That's the one for you. I'll give you 45 seconds. Your time starts now. 45 seconds. Wow, I got so many answers, but none of them are correct. Guys, many of you are saying A, and I believe you are looking at this figure here and this. So let me draw that clearly. You are looking at this and this. This isn't correct. Why is it not correct? Because look at this. It is supposed to be like this. Had it been like this, then A would have also been the answer. But that is not the case here. That is not the case. Therefore, A is not correct. A does not have the figure embedded. In fact, it is only this figure that has the figure embedded. So the correct answer is D. This is embedded only in D. It is not there in any other question, any other figure. So the correct answer is D. D for Delhi. None of you gave this till recently, till now. Okay, now some of you are giving. Okay, so I hope you guys understood why A is not correct. It is A. The figure that you got for A is this one. It is vertical. It's not supposed to be vertical. It's supposed to be like this. That is the reason why A is incorrect. Clear? Alright, last two questions. Very simple one. 14th is a simple one. Give me the answer. Why not C? Okay, let me go back. Why not C? Where is it in C? Do you have it in C? Where is the figure in C? You have this. And where is this one? This figure is missing in C. So you can't have it as C because that figure is not present. This figure is not present in C. Okay? Right. What is the 14th one? This is a very simple one. 30 seconds is what I'll give you. You can get the answer in 30 seconds very easily. Anyone? Yeah. Very good. The correct answer is C here. So you can see this is going down, then this is going forward, which means this should go up. So I should get my arrow on the top right. Then A got rotated 90 degrees, got rotated 90 degrees, again rotated 90 degrees. My A should be like this, which is here. And finally, this last one, this got pushed up, then it got pushed to the left, then it should get pushed to the bottom, which means this should be here. So all three are fitting my criteria, therefore C is correct. Okay guys, last question. It's a folding and unfolding question. Let us see how many of you get this. 60 seconds. Let's see how many of you get the correct answer to this. Look at the way in which it is folded and you are unfolding it. That is very important for folding and unfolding. Okay? So folding and unfolding concept here. Very good. Lot of correct answers. So the logic is your unfolding should happen in the reverse order. So this is step number 1, this is step number 2, and this is your step number 3. When you're unfolding, your 2 should come here. So the reverse of 2 should happen. Then the reverse of 1 should happen. So when your 2 reverse, so this is folding like this, so unfolding will be like this. Which means I have to find the mirror image here. Mirror image here. So Z and A, so Z will be here, the mirror image. Okay, I think that's not the mirror image. My mirror image is wrong. Let's take it. Where was that? Yes. Yes, so this will be this way. Yes, this is the Z. Now, this is the second step. Reverse is done. Now, first step, reverse. So, first step reverse is opening to the right, which means mirror is in the center, right side I need the mirror image. So, the mirror image of this, which is what is happening in your D. Right? So, guys, that brings us to the end of the session here.